Minneapolis has a big train yard. That's pretty close. You know, I live in the south side of Minneapolis, so you could walk up to northeast Minneapolis and get on a freight train that take you to Seattle or Chicago, and then you can connect from Chicago to, you know, New York City. I remember one time I met this guy in I was going through Kansas, the lower part of Kansas, and I was on it was cool. It was one of the coolest rides I've ever had. Actually, I was on the very last car of the train in the back of it, and I was just going through this small town. I can't remember the name of the town, but there was a guy just out drinking beside the tracks, and we're just creeping along. And I was like, "Hey, come on, come on!" And he like puts his hat on and starts thinking for a minute, like, "Huh?" He caps off his bottle and just starts running. And he had never thought of riding a freight train in his life, but he had this look of complete liberation on his face when he got on, because he told me that he spent most of his life in prisons, in and out of like institutions of some sort. It was a foster kid, and then I remember telling him, "Man, you can go wherever you want, man. You get one life, and you get to do whatever you want to with it. You may as well just, you know, have fun with it." So he says, look of liberation on his face, looking around, watching the cornfields go by, and he was pretty happy. Just never thought that he could live outside of an institutionalized lifestyle. Like, he was maybe in between stints, basically. Like, he just got out, probably bound just to go back in because that's what he's used to, but maybe he got turned on to doing something else. Who knows? I finished high school my own, but I also in the summers rode freight trains, and then when I graduated I continued to ride them for a few years. I got into riding freight trains because a friend of mine came through town riding them, and I just had to try it. You know, when you're a 16-year-old kid, that's pretty it's pretty amazing. You can go out and travel around on freight trains. You'll find that if you are a bird owner and your bird kind of likes you, he like vomits for you, you know, like a sign of, I don't know, maybe he's affection, or he likes you in some way, wants to feed you his vomit. I don't think it's very flattering, but he does it anyway. Yeah, so that's one thing to consider if you're wanting to buy a parrot, the vomit thing. If you can't handle that, you probably shouldn't get a bird.